Guys, what is up? Welcome back to the Street Drive 101 channel. My last video I posted about me getting into a car crash or someone hitting me, and I got my car back and I was gonna update y'all, show y'all the new bumper, show you what it looks like. Here it is. Brand new paint, brand new bumper. Had these installed, these Mustang black decals. Looks a lot better. Washed a few days ago. Man, I love these chrome tips on this Flowmaster exhaust, but man, they get dirty so quick. But just updating you on that, it took about a week to fix. Cost about $1,000, not out of my pocket, thank goodness. But yeah, it took about a week. Turned my rental car back over, that Kia Soul. Had a good time with that. Didn't get to make a review over it like I wanted to. Just traveling and a lot of school work. But just updating with the car, I want to talk about what you can expect to hear from me, expect to see on the channel, and what big plans I do have with the car. That is fresh paint, you know, over there in bumper, brand new bumper. My big plans for this car are to paint it this summer. I worked in a body shop for quite a while, and I have experience painting and know how to do that. So this summer, when things slow down, you know, I travel back home and I have some, you know, actual time to spend on this car and work on it. I'm gonna spend about 8 to 12 hours buffing it, sanding it, and prepping it for paint. And I'm already thinking about the color. I'm not gonna tell y'all what that's gonna be. You know, it may be the exact same color, but you know, that's gonna be a surprise. And I'm thinking about doing something different with the wheels, you know, just some new things. But yeah, I do have to wait till the summertime where I can, you know, work, save a little bit more money, and you know, really just focus on the car and not so much of school work. But you know, in the future, I would like to do more things in regards to the engine, more engine modifications. I do have a BBK intake on it right now and a Flowmaster exhaust, catless. You know, I've got these tires back here. These are 315s. They are not original 2004 Mustang GT tires, but they're good complement to the car. When I first bought this car, I never really liked this body style, you know, but I had a little bit of money to work with, and you know, I was just trying to find something, you know, be fun and entertaining for myself, you know. And I wanted a sports car, and you know, I like American muscle, and you know, this is about as close as I could get to having a fun car with the money I had. You know, I picked this car up for about, I think it was around $4,000. I don't remember the exact numbers, but you know, I'm really happy with it. You know, I bought it with paint issues originally, you know, knowing that I could eventually fix it. You know, that was a while back ago. You know, life happens, you get really busy and stuff like that. But this summer, you know, I'm really taking the challenge, and I want to get it done. I want to paint it, you know, and I'm not dead set on the color yet, but you know, I really like this color. This color is this ruby red. It's one of my favorite, and you know, it's actually pretty expensive to paint. You know, I'm really fortunate to be able to do it myself, possibly. You know, I've got to get some more equipment to paint everything, but that paint is a 3-stage paint, and most colors on cars are like 2-stage, but this is a 3-stage paint, and it's a little bit more expensive to paint. So that means that it just takes a little bit more time to prep it. And you know, a good paint job, all the prep work is what makes the paint job look as good as some of those cars you see out there today, you know. But it's just going to take a while to do. I want to do something with those calipers, paint those a different color, you know. And those rims, if I do this color again, this ruby red, I want to maybe, I don't want to say plasti dip, but I want to possibly look at powder coating those black, maybe to offset the car. You know, I've got these smoked headlights. They are legal, they are factory, so before anyone says anything dumb about that, you know, I want to tint the windows. I think I want to leave the tail lights the same, that color. I like that color. These black emblems, you know, that's just another black accent that's been out of the car. But just, you know, little things like that, that's things I want to do to this vehicle. Of course, I would like to get a new vehicle sometime in the future, soon, you know, but I am a college student, so most of that money that I do have goes towards college and living expenses, so I haven't been able to really focus as much as I want to with this vehicle. But I'm hopefully we'll be able to, you true to right here sometime soon, and do some things that I've really wanted to do to it. I'm going to finish up here with a little Q&A, or like question and answer, and tell you about some of the things I want to do inside of the car. As you can probably see here, this headliner began to fall, or has been falling. I want to get that replaced, have that fixed. Don't necessarily know how to do that myself. If any of y'all know how to do it yourself, or have any good ideas about how to do that in a cheap way, but a good way, I'd appreciate the advice. These seats I want to get replaced. They are just the factory Mustang GT seats that came with this year model. I want to get some Recaro bucket seats, maybe, something along those lines. I do really like their style. I really like, I've seen some aftermarket steering wheels. Nothing crazy there though. I may just hold on to this steering wheel. You know, this I'm not tracking this car or driving it down a drag strip or anything like that. I'd really like to, but you know, I don't really have the time or money or things to put into this car to actually do that. But that's just some of the minimal things that I want to do inside this vehicle, inside the car. And you know, like I said earlier, I want to get the windows tinted so it's not so I guess bright in here, or keep people from seeing inside so easily, you know, and just shield from the sun, because you know that it gets hot in here during the summer, especially living in Texas. You know that if any of y'all live here in Texas, you know how hot it can get, you know, especially here in the south part of it. You know, it just gets so hot. But you know, I'm gonna answer a few questions, and one big main question and my answer is, most of you know, my friends, they are my audience right now. You know, and I have a few, you know, people I've met. Some subscribers. I actually met my first subscriber the other day. He was pretty cool. He was actually, long story short, he was one of the guys that worked on my car. So that was pretty cool. You know, small world. But you know, a lot of people ask me, you know, John, why are you making videos? You know, why are you trying to do this YouTube thing? And you know, and I answer these questions back, and I'm like, you know, I'm not necessarily trying to do a YouTube thing. I'm doing something that I love. You know, I'm professing my passion for something, you know, and I could talk about cars all day. You know, it's what I know most, it's what I love most. You know, I could talk about it, do it all day, every day, you know. And if this is my way, you know, making videos and putting them out in the public for people to see, I can show people my passion, and you know, be in that same group of people that also has the same passion as me. You know, that's what I want to do. You know, I want to share that passion with other people. You know, I'm going to school now. You know, I'm a psychology major along with a double bachelor's in business, and you know, specifically, I am a pre-med student. You know, I want to go to the medical field also. You know, but that's, you know, that's my long-term goals. You know, and I have short-term goals now. You know, and one of my goals is to, you know, just show another side of me, which is this, you know, this car junkie guy type deal, I guess you could call me. You know, I'm in love with cars and trucks. You know, like I said, I could talk about them all the time, but you know, to answer that big question, why am I doing this? You know, it's just because I love it. You know, and if this is the way I can show people and relate to other people, then that's what I'm gonna do. A few other questions people have asked me are, you know, what bigger plans do you have for the engine? You know, I don't have a ton of money to spend on the engine right now. You know, I'm planning on saving up, but one of my dreams is to do Supercharger. You know, specifically maybe a Whipple Supercharger. I really like that brand. You know, they have a lot to offer. Good deals. You know, and overall quality of that brand is very nice. You know, I would like to, you know, have this car pushing well over 500 horsepower. You know, I would assume with the modifications I have now, it's probably at maybe around 300 rear wheel horsepower, and maybe 330 at the actual crank. But you know, that's never, I'm not totally sure about that. You know, I'd love to get this car tuned. I've never had it on a dyno. I'd like to do that, you know, but it all just takes money, you know. So anyone that's watching this video, in most cases, and even myself, you know, we can relate to, you know, money's a factor of everything. But you know, other than that, you know, if you have any other questions or specific things or advice that you could give me, I really appreciate it. You know, if you like this video, I appreciate the subscription and maybe a like on the video. But again, I appreciate the support, and y'all have a great rest of your day.